I love my four-wheel driving, I love having adventures, and I love my country. Take this place for example. I've been driving past this region for years, but I never thought to drop in and have a good look around. I'll tell you what, the area between Rockhampton and the Capricorn Coast, it is unreal. It's got everything we want. You're gonna love it. Come along and have a look. Joining me on this adventure is Jamie Hazelden from JTS. Also joining us is Glenn Haddon from Roof Systems. I tell you what, these are the kind of mates you want with you on a trip like this.
If you're into tough four-wheel driving and epic campsites, then this is the video for you. And I've also got cracking news too. Get 10% off store-wide at 4-Wheel Drive Supacentre. That's 10% off winches, spotlights, and heaps more gear. Just keep an eye out for the exclusive discount code in this video. And of course, enjoy the adventure.
Oh, wow. This country's beautiful around here, isn't it?
Isn't it amazing what a bit of rain does, John?
Really liven it up. Hey, look at this! Cattle on the road.
Plenty of flat area for the cattle, no wonder there's such a big cattle industry up here.
This feels like home to me. I might go get a schnitzel.
Get the barbecue plate going, we're in. We're about to hit the tracks. Whoa, here we come. This is the track up to Pistol Gap, guys. I think it's a bit rugged all on its own, to be honest, by the look of it. Looks pretty tight.
Yeah, it's closing in on us.
Wow. Oh, this is quite steep.
Indeed it is, isn't it? Look at that.
Is there a track there, John?
I don't know, mate. I can't see anything.
Must be straight down.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously where it gets its name from.
That's as near as vertical as it gets.
That's insane.
Kind of feel how you go here. That tree on the right's a bit of an issue, but once past that, couple of bumps and give it some berries down the bottom to make sure we get up that tight little slope. At least there's a bit of traction under all that.
But that was steep as.
Good little climb to get out too, eh?
Well, there's a little bit of traction there, but she's not the easiest.
Copy that, mate.
Gleno's got a bit of an issue here. The GU's longer and it's a lot slower steering. But, you know, Gleno, he'll do it.
You can see absolutely nothing.
Geez, that's steep down there. Wow.
Mate, that is a wicked feeling.
Once through, he's got plenty of Roof Systems poke to launch it up that hill. The big 35s make all the difference. Look at that. Straight up, but he's done it too easy. Whoops, maybe not. Come on, Glenn. Sorry, mate, she didn't get over that last hill.
We'll have enough go to start off again from here, you think?
No.
Nah.
You'll have to go back and then swing to the right.
Righto.
Righto!
No way?
This wheel's in the air. I'll get out of your road, then you're going to have to go straight ahead.
Righto, mate.
Oh, too easy that time, Glenn. Way to go. I think you had at least 3 wheels in the air there. Oh, has been. The Land Rover's a bit of a slow steerer too, and this is tight country. Jamie's really got to think about where the trees are too, because of his roof racks and all that stuff overhanging on the side of the wide landing. But he's into it. Well, almost. Looked like a loss of traction going on there, Jamie. Normally, the Landy, even with its little motor, would get up that hill, no worries. Something's not quite right here. Hey, Jamie, you want to try this way?
Yeah, righto.
Keep going.
I think I've got to go over this way a little bit first. Yes.
Yeah, and then go that way. Sometimes taking a slope like this diagonally can give you a lot more traction. It's just not working for Jamie today. He's got no push from behind. You've got no push from the rear, mate.
No. I need a rear diff lock, eh? I just haven't got the push power at the back.
No. You want a little tug over the top here?
Well, that's about all I can do.
Yeah, you'll break something if you keep going.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little tug. Just get a bit of spare cable out and then lob it at him. Puncture stuff, isn't it? I'll go and hook up the tree. Good test for a winch this. The Land Rover's got plenty of weight in it. Keep driving her, Jamie. Keep driving her. And winching at the same time, yep. Let the winch do the next bit. It's unusual for Jamie to get stuck on something like this, but he seems to know the reason why. There's a fault in the rear locker. Yep, and it's not just because it's fitted to a Land Rover. I think you're there, mate.
Oh, how easy was that?
You know what happened then? I was watching it, right? Because the winch cable's pulling the front down, you had traction on the front. It was that close to driving it before, and that made all the difference. So.
It's the back locker.
The back locker?
Yeah. I could hear a leak.
Yeah.
It kept coming on.
I could see it wasn't working.
Nah. So
A second go.
because it just didn't make sense why I couldn't drive it then. And
Yes, it did. It's a Land Rover. The badge says it all, mate. The badge says it all. Oh, I love my old girl. And with a little bit of daily maintenance, she'll go almost anywhere. And here, in the Rockhampton region, Milo's been put to the test again. There's some really serious four-wheel driving around here. Hey guys, it looks like the track dips down into the creek here. You might want to hold back and I'll just see what I can negotiate. I think I'll have to do a bit of a three-pointer. We're still on Pistol Gap track and it just got even harder. No one's been through here for a while, you can tell. It's led us down into a creek and we need to traverse and then rejoin the track on the other side. Boy, is it tight and rocky down here though. I'm getting a few crazy angles here guys, but it should be all right. First things first, I've got to get Milo pointing in the right direction.
Well, I didn't really realise I needed a short wheelbase for this trip, eh?
Mate, short wheelbase would have helped. Okay, this next little bit looks pretty good too.
Got some good crawling gears for those rocks now, though.
Now for the exit. This isn't going to be easy, I can tell you. Oh, I'm so lucky I got protection, I'll tell you. Well, the bar work is copping it here. Oh, those low-range gears are working well too.
That is wild. I can see him.
That's close, isn't it?
There's lots of big holes, lots of rocks. I'm just taking it easy, feeling my way a bit. With a big rock on the left and a tree on the right, I'm going to need a bit of guidance here. Let's see if she doesn't tip over first. This is what they call stuck up a creek without a paddle.
So you got to try and skim through on the right hand side, are you?
Yeah, that's the one.
To the right hand, that's it. Straight ahead from there. Pull that behind the shovel, eh? There you go, back just a touch.
Yeah, we don't want to hurt the tree, Gleno. Just get that tree out of the road. Thanks, mate. All right?
Yep.
Whoa, we're riding the rocks. Oh, that was insane fun. And it looks like we got more in front too. Wow, that was a bit of a struggle getting Milo through there. Great fun, especially with the new Gearmasters, you know, like, I'll tell you what, that just made all the difference. But it's going to be a different thing again to get Gleno's patrol through here, because the patrol's longer, it's slightly wider. In its favour, it doesn't have quite the same problems because it's a little bit higher on the tyres, but really working against it, it's got no lock to lock. So less lock to lock than a politician's wallet. We'll go back, give it a try. I'll call him through, see how we go.
This is tight as.
Okay. Other way, mate. Right hand down again. Hard. No, left hand down. Left hand. Do what you think, Glenn. Don't listen to me. Gleno's the man when it comes to tight drives. He is so good on the wheel, you'd think he was just about looking from the front tyre all the time. Now it's my turn to look after that tree. That's it. You passed it, yeah. With a slightly different line and the advantage of coil springs, Glenn's pretty much got this nailed. Yep, get through. Whoa! How was that, mate?
tight.
It was so tight. The front of his high lift jack, of Glenno's high lift jack, was actually on that tree. That's what was holding you up. You probably felt it, did you?
I felt it.
And just like you had to pull the tree back for me, I had to pull it back for you. That was nice, Jamie.
Yeah, be right.
Jamie's got some fantastic underbody protection on his Land Rover, and he's going to need every bit of it through this creek. It's a tight, twisty little effort, and Jamie's had lots of experience in rugged stuff like this too. Oh, a little bit. It's all right. We can straighten it. If you go forward, this kind of country's all about doing it really gentle. As much as anything, you don't want to damage anything, either the environment or your truck. It can be done. You just need to pick your lines and work out where the high spots are. Beautiful job, mate. Well done. Oh. Well, that last little bit was tight, and it looks like it's a little bit easier, but the grass is really high. There hasn't been much traffic here for a while. That's the way we like it. I'll tell you what, I really wasn't expecting it to be this rugged, you know? For some reason I thought cattle country, it'll all be, you know, fairly easy, not too hard. And guess what? So far, it's just been tough as. Tight and tough. This must be where we come out, guys. She dips down into the creek.
Is it a wet creek?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see any water, actually. It must be here somewhere. I think you're going to enjoy this. It's drop off the edge of the world stuff. This bottom bit will be fun for you longer, guys. I'm talking in the truck sense here.
Oh, lots been fun for me, the length of this truck.
Oh, ouch.
They look wicked.
It's not too bad. I think I've flattened out a lot of it. There's just one last little jump out.
Crunch, crunch.
Glenn's down with a bit of a bounce and a bang.
How you travelling, Jamie?
The old wheelbase, that's the challenge.
Well, I know we're near Rockhampton, but these rocks are more like boulders. I better take a look at Milo's tyre pressures again for this next section. Given that they've already got an enormous amount of traction, I need just a bit of deflection to take on those boulders, you know, to mould the tyres around the boulders without peeling them off the rims. When you're driving rocks like this, the whole trick is knowing where your dips are. And in Milo, well, I know that pretty well. Doesn't mean I don't hit them occasionally. Take it really steady if you can. I'm using my throttle lock. If you haven't got one of those, lock your foot into the side of the firewall or something. If you've got lockers, avoid using the front one until you really have to, because when the rocks are like this, they can quite easily grab hold of a wheel and rip it to one side. If you've got a locker on, that's when you'll snap a CV. This section looks and feels a lot worse than it actually is, but you do have to concentrate really hard to pick the smoothest line and keep those boulders away from the diffs.
Go, Milo.
How cool was that? Now for the climb out. Just this last section and we've made it through the infamous Pistol Gap. Come on, Milo. It's steep, but there's a lot of traction under these rocks. You just have to find it. I'm up. If I can do it, you can. Oh, that bit of extra wheelbase and Glenno's got it pegged. Lots of traction, plenty of clearance. That GU's a weapon, isn't it, really?
On goes the Glenno.
Oh, your turn, Jamie.
Jamie puts the Land Rover straight up, knowing exactly what it'll do. And it does it. Well done, mate. Yes, we've made it! And what a beautiful time of day to see the wetlands near Corio Bay. It's just teeming with wildlife. Get a load of that. This has to be the perfect ending to a perfect day. Oh, get a load of this, guys. How good is this?
Absolutely beautiful.
A huge eagle up there, fish jumping over here, black swans. The place is just alive.
Beautiful spot to come up and visit, eh?
Oh, it's magnificent. What a view. What a great start to our adventure. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings when we head into Byfield State Forest. Ah, magic.
Get more for less at 4 Wheel Drive Supercentre with incredible deals on Adventure King's camping and outdoor gear. Take your camping experience to the next level with the amazing Grand Tourer Mark III aluminium rooftop tent, the rooftop tent that practically sets itself up. King's portable gazebos are built ultra strong with a tough steel frame, are easy to set up even by yourself and are available in multiple sizes for the campsite or the job site. The incredible new 270-degree freestanding awning can be set up in just 40 seconds and wraps around the side and the back of your car for incredible amounts of shelter. Hit the water on a King's inflatable stand-up paddleboard for an insane amount of fun at the beach, the river or the dam. But warning, it's highly addictive. Plus there's fridges, solar panels and more to make every adventure incredible. At 4 Wheel Drive Supercentre, you get more for less.
Oh, it's a bit steamy and hot, isn't it, eh? The old Rockhampton Capricorn Coast feel.
Yeah, you know you're going north, don't you? Start peeling the layers off. It's a beautiful day to look at it, and it's so crisp and clean. What about the bird wildlife, John?
Oh, it's fantastic. There's birds everywhere. I bet there's everything else here too. Oh, big water coming up. It's day 2 of our adventure and we're heading out to Byfield State Forest. Like everything else that's government managed, it's under tight control as to where you can and can't drive. Mostly can't. However, with a lot of persistence through emails and phone calls, we've managed to persuade the bureaucrats to let us drive a couple of tracks in the area. This is such beautiful country. Why wouldn't you want all Aussies to come and have a good look at it and feel it right up close? I love this stuff. Hey guys, this looks like a bit of a river up front. I think I'm going to go and have a bit of a look. Okay, well, I guess it's me, isn't it? Yeah.
You got it, mate.
No, good on you guys.
Well, you're the first truck through, so it's only fair.
Oh, it's only fair.
We don't want to be responsible for...
You lead, we follow.
Gee, it's a bit on the chilly side. Oh, there goes the important bits.
Is that pretty rocky?
It's very rocky. Oh, well, it's got the odd hole in it. There's a couple of big goolies here. Big goolies. Something disturbing the water there that doesn't look too good. Oh boy, that one there's slippery. Okay, so we just got to watch those. At least one of us is clean, sort of. It's nice actually, it's not bad water. I could stop here and have a swim.
Well, you've had your bath.
Yeah, I know. Cool, all right, well let's give it a go. I'm sort of half expecting to possibly get hung up only because of the combination of big holes and slippery rocks. There we go, we're down and into it. And so far, it's beautiful. Oh, hey, gee, it's a whole lot easier to drive than it was to walk. Bit of water coming in through the floor, you expect that in Milo. Oh, quite a bit on the other side. Oh mate, that was really easy, which, oh dear, it's not going to be so easy going up the other side. A very steep slope by the look of it. I might wait for you guys to come over. I'll pull over to the side here, because we might need to attack this.
Going into the water.
Well, that's the first bath you've had today.
Oh, it's quite deep, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about as deep as it gets though.
Nice firm bottom, isn't it?
Big Poo Troll does it again. Like Milo, Glenn's Patrol and Jamie's Land Rover have no problems getting across that river. I wonder how we'll go climbing out of this valley though. We'll just give this next little bit a shake. It should be easy, but it could be greasy. Easy or greasy? Let's see. You can tell there hasn't been a lot of traffic through here. It's really well and truly overgrown. This kind of country's magic. Call me back, Glenn. Am I all right behind you?
Come back 1 metre.
With the crawler gears, I just got to pick second, give it a little bit of go, and off we go.
Nice bit of air there.
Well, you set bounds. Oh boy. I don't think anyone's been through here for a while. I'm going to be doing a bit of bush pinstriping for you.
Up to the right. Whoa! Bit of air.
Oh, Gleno, almost into the bank.
Oh yeah, not a drama. Long wheelbase, 30 pies. Make a bit of difference. Righto, Jamie, at the top, matey.
Coming up.
If Jamie takes the side, he's got a chance of getting over that section. With the wheels crabbed right over, oh, so close, mate, so close.
How you travelling, mate?
I'm missing that rear locker, I tell you.
Old Jamie's suffering without a rear locker. That's what I used to get up there. John used front and rears, I believe. So it was just a front, trying to pull up over the roots. It's just not doing it.
See if you can get up here, Jamie. Nearly, mate. If you started right at the bottom, tie it down, need a little bit of momentum to get over this one here. Yeah, Jamie, I reckon right hand line all the way, and keep your wheels straight, keep that momentum happening until you get it about 2 metres from that tree root. Turn right.
Hold it there! I think this water's actually come up out of the ground.
Stop making excuses for him, John.
Oh, I told him, you know.
Hey!
New
You
Vitara.
can't have it over the top all the time.
New Vitara, excellent thing. Or even a CRV, you know.
I heard Lada.
Lada Neva, they're putting out a new one.
Yeah, that's the upgrade from the Land Rover.
Listen, I don't need to listen to you lot.
Hey, let your window down.
From Russia with love.
Hey, look at this. The windows go up and down on their own. I'm going to go and get Milo and we'll give him a bit of a pull, eh? Good old Jamie. Gee, he takes a hard time from us, I'll tell you. And he's never far behind, you know, no matter what else we say. This time round, though, it took lockers on Milo and lockers on the GU to get up this slope. Poor old Jamie didn't have a hope without a rear locker. Hey, Gleno, we'll just wait for your instructions, mate. You on call?
All right, we're good here. You've got tension, so on your call, guys.
Righto, here we come. Let's go.
Get the wheels there, Jamie.
Yeah, that's good, mate. Let the winch do the work.
Little bit of right hand down, Jamie. Beautiful.
Thanks, guys. Very good.
Oh, this Capricorn Coast, there's so many fantastic things to do. It doesn't matter whether you come up here with your mates, with your partner, with your kids, whatever you do, there's something to do. And one of those places is Capricorn Caves. I reckon it's time for a reality check with the lads. See how my cooking's been treating them. The Capricorn Caves is a bit of a detour out near the Bruce Highway, but I reckon it's worth a visit, whatever your reason. Hey Jamie, I notice you're avoiding the pies and going for the lettuce. What's happening?
Mate, it's a new diet I'm on with all the training I'm doing lately.
Oh, I'm lucky I don't have to do that stuff because I'm pretty buff already.
Yeah, I noticed that round the waist.
100% pure muscle, not like has been.
No one can be as buff as me, guys.
I reckon I'm more buff than you has been.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh yeah? I know a really good way of sorting this one out, mate.
Enlighten me.
Not yet.
You gotta be kidding.
No, mate. No, this is going to be great. Underground.
But looks like such a small opening for big boy.
Hey, listen. You know how we're going to do this, Jamie? You and me will get through, no worries. Because we'll put Le Pierre Gleno up the back, and man, that's scary enough to make anyone jump through a little hole. You can experience the Capricorn Caves the easy way or the adventurous way. And you guessed it, we're opting for adventure. We have to get through a tight section called Fat Man's Misery. Whoa, this is just what we need for our reality check. Oh, wait till you see the little crack we got to get through up here, guys. You won't even get your head in sideways, has been. I hope there's a bank at the end of this. I hope we're not doing this for nothing. Oh, Gleno's not going to fit through here. Not a big fit. Come on, Jamie, get a handful of rocks before Glenn gets through.
Yeah, block it up a bit more. Get out of the way, fat son. Oh, who are you referring to? The walk in the park.
Oh, you made it, Glenn. Oh, the
It
head's
just
pretty-
molds into position.
It's the dugong-like physique can wobble its way. If adventure caving isn't your thing, don't worry, because you can explore the vast network of caves using walkways and handrails. There are heaps of chambers to explore, including the Cathedral Cave. Apparently it's a popular wedding venue too. We're heading for a cave that pops out near the top of the ridge, where we'll see some panoramic views of the whole region. Righto, bit of light up here. Let's go. Oh, look at this, guys. We've made it. Come on through. Oh, get a load of the view.
That is spot on, isn't it?
Wow.
That is great.
Well, so much for being great big lard asses. I was surprised that you guys got through.
I reckon skinny blokes would find it hard.
They would,
Yeah, pull
mate.
up with it. We got our big muscles.
We got big muscles, pull ourselves through.
Went through that pretty easy, didn't you?
You know what I thought was funny, Jamie? You know how your Land Rover looks like a fat ass from behind? Guess what?
It's
Come on, guys.
Long and narrow.
I can see tracks out there. We're doing what we should do.
Hills,
Let's go. Come on. We're now making our way towards Stony Creek in the Byfield State Forest for an afternoon soak. But my shortcut doesn't look like it's going to work out as planned. Oh well, that's what four-wheel driving's all about. The adventure.
The shortcuts start to look a little bit hairy.
Oh, hang on, guys. Got something rather awkward here in front of us. This just suddenly got hard. I think if you get up here, we need to hop out and have a look, fellas. Wow. A huge tree across the track and way too big for us to chop or winch out of the way. And the left-hand side drops straight down into the valley. Jamie?
Wow. That is going to be a challenge.
I reckon. It's funny though. It looks as if someone's had a go at this before and succeeded by the look of the wear and tear in the grass on the other side. There's a bit of a rock on this side and a big stump there. Now, you wouldn't want to get the stump in the wrong place. I'm thinking I'm going to have all sorts of problems because of my leaf springs hanging up. You know, this is real coil spring sort of a log. But hit it on a little bit of an angle on this left-hand side. Now I've got the crawler gears. We'll just see what happens. Shimmy and shake. I bet you're glad I'm going first, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Hey?
Yeah,
Righto. Good on you. Let's go.
Ready to go.
Oh, hang on. Oh, you're staying there and I'm going. All right. You guys are game. Yep, we're going to drive this, although I wouldn't recommend it for most
It's
people.
going to come in handy, John, eh?
I reckon. I think I'm just going to ride up on that shackle. We'll see what happens. At the left end of this log, there's a bank which will kind of act as a ramp. So getting onto the log isn't the issue. It's the pivoting and the dismount that could be very interesting.
Yeah, it's coming full lock, just like that. So your left-hand front end up in that rock. You're about a foot off this stump, mate.
About a foot off.
Yeah, if you're coming this way, you can drive a bit and get on.
Carl Charles sitting on the log.
Okay, I'm just going to try high range with the rear locker on.
Yeah. You want to slide the whole thing up that way?
That's what we want to do, isn't it? Pull the front
Yeah.
that
We
way.
pull the front across, the back end's going to, because it's pivoting, the back end's going to...
Well, let's set this up. I think you're going to need a couple of shackles. I'll tell you what, we'll try it with one and one because that's easier. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go triangular. Bang, bang.
Okay, Jamie.
Hey, it's a really good view from up here. I can see all the way down the valley. I just hope I don't wind up rolling all the way down the valley.
Yeah.
This is really exciting. I've never done one like this before.
The positions we get ourselves into.
I reckon, mate.
And it's only when you go with John.
This is really unique, this challenge. I love different stuff like this. The situation
right, Dan,
is,
you wanna come
if the
down
truck goes the right way, it's going to be easy. If it goes the wrong way, there's all sorts of trouble. Oh, well, that's the way it normally is. You just got to give it a go. Yo! Yeah, beauty! Just a little bit of driving and a little bit of winching, trying to get Milo in just the right place so she pops over without rolling to the left. She does it too. Oh, Milo took this dirty great big twist right in the middle of that. Having seen me do it, Glenn's ready to give it a go and try something fairly similar. He's got the side steps too, and of course we know where the chassis rails sit on the Nissan, so it should be just fine.
Go the dado.
The automatic helps no end here. It enables Glenn just to kick it round just when he wants to kick it around.
Oh yeah, righto.
Pretty soon the Nissan's teetering on the log just like Milo. Only Glenn gets a little bit more angle before he pokes it over because he's got more chance of rolling if he goes over that left-hand side. Gently does it, mate. Very, very gently. That's the way. Just ease it over until she drops. Ooh, I think that's going to cost a little bit of rear bar. Bang! No worries.
Cruncher!
Now the Landies have really impressive deep chassis rails, which could be a good thing. It'll certainly look after the drivetrain anyway.
Oh,
It's a funny feeling when you're wedged up on a log, teetering like that. It's like something out of a cartoon.
good now. He should be good. Go the landing!
Oh, bang, go the Landy's rear mudguard.
You all right? He's good, mate. He's all good.
With my shortcut taking a little longer than expected, doesn't look like we're going to make it to Stony Creek this evening after all. So we're going to head to a camp instead. It's been another great day of driving and we've all got a bit of an appetite. Good job we've got a recipe to cook up tonight. This is going to be good. Beautiful night for a cook-up. It's pretty much got to be actually because the boys have worked really hard today. The crew's smashed some amazing footage. We've done some incredible things. And this makes it an occasion for a very special meal. Megan Stott from Quinns Rock in WA sent in this recipe for beef noodles, which is just a corker as far as I'm concerned because it's very, very simple and it uses simple ingredients. It starts off with an onion. Now, Megan didn't actually mention the garlic. That's a bit of a ROOTHY addition. And then I'm going to add some chilli, just a little bit. We'll get that going in the mighty fry pan. We'll just let that cook up for a minute while we reach in to the angle and grab some mince. I've got about 1 kilo of mince here because I've got to feed 8 guys, so that'll be a good start. Righto, those onions are starting to smell pretty good. Being very, very careful here not to put the black bit from the bottom of the packet in. There we go. This is all starting to go together quite nicely. I know that because I'm starting to cry because of the chilli and the garlic coming up. Now, nothing makes mincemeat work quite as well as a bit of soy sauce. That's a bit. All you got to do now is just let that cook up for a minute and chuck in a few more magical ingredients. How long's a minute? Probably about 150 mils. Well, Megan, the mince and the onions are starting to look pretty good, mate. I think we're just about ready for the next step, which is some stock. Fair bit of stock. There we go. Over here we have some 2-minute noodles. Take that! You get your kids to do this, they're going to thrive on it. Normally I get Gavin, our cameraman, to do this. Gee, look at that, noodles everywhere. Even got a couple in the pan. Doing well. We'll just give those noodles approximately 1.5 minutes and we'll be back. How long's that? About that long. The noodles came with these little flavour sachets. It's probably basically salt, but we chuck the cabbage in last because we don't really want the cabbage to cook. We just want it to sort of blanch a little bit. And give it all a good stir. And we're going to have a meal that's got lots of healthy stuff in it and lots of flavour in it. Hey guys,
Yeah.
come on over.
It's only take me 30 seconds to eat.
Oh yeah, a bit of soy sauce, that'll go down well.
Oh, I didn't give Glenn much because he always comes back for seconds.
Yeah.
And thirds and fourths.
Hungry.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Wow. It's all right?
Yeah. It is good.
It's time I had some too. Then we might even feed the camera crew if there's some left. Do you think there'll be any left?
I don't know.
There's a little bit in the corner
know
there,
about
I guess. We could probably split that up. Thanks very much for sending that recipe in. I love it. It's nice and simple, very tasty.
It is tasty, isn't it?
Get more for less at 4-Wheel Drive Supercentre with insane deals on King's DIY storage and 12-volt gear to build your dream 4-wheel drive. Whether it's an inverter you need to run 240-volt gear on the job site or the campsite, a battery box or a 12-volt control box to easily access your power, King's 12-volt DIY gear is what you need to take your 12-volt setup to the next level. Need a battery? King's has you covered with a full range of AGM, slimline and lithium batteries in sizes ranging from 98 amp hour to 200 amp hour. All built with ultra high quality components to go the distance. And of course you just can't beat King's solar panels and blankets to silently charge your batteries anytime the sun's out. At 4-Wheel Drive Supercentre, you get more for less.
What a beautiful morning to wake up on. The light mist just freshens everything. The smell of the log fire doesn't get any better than this. I tell you what though, it's making me feel alive. It's also making me feel like a coffee. I hope Barista Haddon's got something ready. Ever since the patrol got the JTS treatment, it's been the place to hang in the morning.
Gentlemen.
Mate.
Cheers, Gleno. And cheers to you too, Jamie. You've single-handedly turned Gleno into our barista here.
He's got to be good for something.
Look at that, lost the lot again. But I don't care because I'm having a beautiful time relaxing. And that's what 4-wheel driving's all about too. Getting to these beautiful places, just like Stony Creek in the Byfield National Park. But you got to get there first, haven't you? Yep, we're picking up where we left off and heading back to Stony Creek. But the track we're on's got a bit of a gash cutting across it. I'm going to check and see if it's drivable. It's a bit hard to tell from the inside of Milo. Hey, I don't know what happened to the track, guys. We've got a little bit of a challenge coming up here, guys. This could prove to be quite good fun.
Here we go. This could be the...
Well, that was definitely more Milo than me, I can tell you.
Unbelievable.
What a truck. Well, that worked for me. That could have been really tricky, but it all came together thanks to the low range gears, the Mickey T's, running the right pressure, front and rear lockers. Pretty much everything you can chuck at a 4-wheel drive to make it go well came into play back there. Here comes Has-Been. Oh, look at that. Leno takes a slightly different line, uses the length of the mighty patrol, give himself that boot out and does it easy.
Patrol's not a bad thing, eh?
Jamie tries another line again and slips a little bit to one side. No worries, mate, you can do something here, surely. You can see the disappointment on Jamie's face. He could do this easy if he had that rear locker. Just going to winch you to here, just because you just need to get off that. You're stuck on a hump. We'll get you off that, and you need to drive this rather than get pulled through it.
Yep.
More for control than anything else, we want to winch Jamie just to about here and then see if he can drive this bit. And that way he can do the damage to the side of his truck, not us, because this is the hard bit for him. This is quite narrow and a bit sticky. Even though it's only a Land Rover, we figured we'd better look after it. With Jamie winched up out of that bog, we're going to give him a fighting chance at avoiding damage to his canopy on this bank. A few dead trees should do the trick. These logs, even though they're only paperbark, should be just enough to kick the truck out this way, hold the Land Rover out a little bit this way. That's the theory. think you just picked up the timber, mate, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Oops!
Pretty deep in the middle there, guys. Right now we're not too far from Stony Creek. It's a place that's right on the beaten tourist route. So if you want to be here on your own, I reckon you should come during the week. Talk the boss into some time off. Scene from Baywatch. Hot day like this, there's nothing better. A dip in the creek. Come on, fellas. Stony Creek's alive with turtle, eels, and oh look, there goes a dugong. And lots of other fishy inhabitants too. They're all curious but harmless, and they'll come right up and say g'day. Isn't it amazing, you know, the sheer abundance of wildlife all the way through here. You know, every sort of bird life, and you can see animal droppings everywhere. There's just about everything here. The place is wild. Turtles, fish, even a couple of dugong over in the corner here. But come on, I reckon we better hit the tracks. Come on, you guys, it's time to do what we do best. Ah, four-wheel driving. You wind up reaching the most incredible places to camp, and usually you wind up nice and tired too, so you get a good night's sleep. And that's because of the battles to get here. But it really makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? Just on a backtrack on our way out to Five Rocks, and look at what we've found. Yeah, beauty. This will be the last challenge, I reckon. And I reckon it's probably going to be the toughest by a long way. This hasn't been driven in years. The floods come through, rechanged the whole thing. Against us, we've got a really steep bank. We've got a big cutaway here, a steep bank on the other side, and quite deep water, as you can see. On our side, we've got the fact that this is all flood damaged stuff, so we can move it around, push it around. It's fairly soft. We've also got a fair bit of rock on the climb out, and a fair bit of rock on the bottom there. So the bottom is fairly solid, which is more I can say for me mates. Guys, come on. I reckon we can do this, do you? Yeah, we can do it. We'll do it easy. Maybe not so easy. It seems like a crazy way to wash the windscreen. Pretty much straight off the edge of the world here. I think it's one of the steepest slopes Milo's ever been on. And get a load of what happens when she hits the water too. This is almost funny. What angle? I think this one's a new record, this angle. Oh, look at that. How cool's that? Water off the fan, getting chucked out a hole in the side of the bonnet.
Oh, perfect! Perfect!
Hard right-hand turn, a little bit of left, get her up the bank and let's see what happens. Oh, that is so close. That is just so close. I can feel Milo wants to go, she just needs a little bit of traction from somewhere. I reckon we can do this. Yeehaw! Yo, beauty! Yes!
That track is unbelievable.
Oh, that was unreal. That was a buzz.
How good was that? That was sensational. Hey?
Yeah, you can't have any more fun than that with your clothes on, fair dinkum. That was insane. There's a moment there where the bonnet was bang, you know, right in the water. And nothing else was. And I thought, I wonder if she's going to flip over. But the good old girl, she didn't, you know. And I put it down to the weight of the fridge in the back. So there you go, that's a good lesson. You should always have a fridge in the back of your truck. Oh man, that was really good fun, eh?
That was good driving. Just do
Ah, it's just sheer luck. Righto, now it's Gleno's turn with the GU. Right, yep, that's it. He's already seen me do it, and Milo's taken a bit of the surface out, but he's still got a longer wheelbase, slower turning truck. Not quite as easy when he hits the bottom. That's it. Google. That's nice, Gleno. So far, so good, mate. The bigger tyre should be a bit of an advantage up the other slope, though. That's it. Oh, you can see that roof system's power kicking in, can't you?
Go straight back.
Glenn gets stuck a bit shorter than me. That's through a lack of steering more than anything. If he can pick another angle, he's got a much better chance. Yeah, that's it, mate. Left hand down.
Keep walking, yeah.
You going over, Peter?
Hey.
Give it a go. Instant oomph. That's what Roof Systems tuning's all about. You can see it working here too. Oh, mate, what a drive. Go to Glenstar.
Rock and roll!
Rock and roll. Landy's got a very short approach angle, but a bit of a hectic departure angle with that canopy. Jamie's vehicle really is different to both of ours. We never know what to expect.
Hey? Now, I haven't done this before either.
The back's stuck on the bank, so we're going to start winching you from there, mate.
Sounds like a plan.
Situation like this, you just need to take it easy. Let the wheels find a little bit of traction so they're not digging deeper holes and dragging diffs. That way the winch can do a bit of the work too. Yeah, usually the winch will hold you straight. The winch is my friend, right hand down. That's it. That's it. Okay, that's good. Straighten up. Good.
Thanks, guys. That's great.
What'd you think of that for a shortcut?
Hey, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that.
And Gleno, like when you loaded it up, the big patrol, she just launched, man.
Yeah,
oh,
it did.
wow.
It did.
Fantastic. Milo has never gone this well, but now I reckon we deserve to hit the beach and have a relax, eh?
Cold beer.
I'm for it.
We've got just enough time. Come on, guys. You know you're getting close to the beach when there's sand under your tyres. We're about to reach our final destination, the last part of the adventure, 5 Rocks. It's here where we can camp and relax for a while. I tell you what, I reckon we've earned it too. See, this is what it's all about. Getting to beautiful spots like this. This is fantastic. It's all about momentum on the sand. Just keep punching it through and you'll get there. Camping's permitted along the back of 9 Mile, the beach just next door to 5 Rocks. And it's here that you can set up for a couple of days, once you've organised your permit that is, and enjoy the lifestyle of 4-wheel driving with your mates, your family, or even just by yourself. There's plenty of ways at 5 Rocks just to relax, enjoy life, and enjoy some of the best parts of Australia. What a great place to visit. Just make sure you keep it that way by looking after it. Take your rubbish home. That's what respecting your country means. Take your rubbish out, and hopefully we'll be able to keep coming back here forever. This place hasn't just got great 4-wheel driving, it's got plenty of other things to see and experience too. From the geological wonders to the array of wildlife, it's a place you won't want to leave. Unfortunately, we have to, but only so we can head off on another big adventure. Wow! That's the Rockhampton region. It's really blown me away, and I know it's blown the boys away too. I mean, there's so much variety, there's so much serious 4-wheel driving to get to magnificent scenery and some of the best campsites I've ever seen. Rockhampton, wow, it's got it all. All right, guys, well, I'll see you on our next adventure on 4-wheel drive action.
Forget building your own set of storage drawers or paying well over $1,000 for a set elsewhere, and get your hands on a set of incredibly tough and unbeatable value for money Titan storage drawers. Our entire range of Titan storage drawers have been built to handle just about anything you can throw at them. All models of Titan double drawers come with an included built-in fridge slide on the left-hand side, saving you up to $200 compared to some other brands that charge extra for a fridge slide. Each drawer top also has these heavy-duty spring-loaded tie-down points to secure your gear on even the most corrugated roads. We've put them through their paces like none other. We've jumped on them, overloaded them with bricks, chucked an engine on the drawers at full extension, absolutely flooded them and used them off-road year after year to prove just how tough they are. The Titan 900 single drawer is perfect for those who have limited space to install a storage drawer. It has internal dimensions of 430mm wide, 790mm long, and 190mm deep. The Titan 900 double drawer setup is ideal for smaller wagons like Prados, Pajeros, and SUVs, with the internal dimensions identical to the 900 single drawer on each side. The Titan 1300 Ute drawers are made specifically for vans and utes. The internal dimensions are 1200mm long, 430mm wide, and 150mm high. The 1300mm single drawers are also a cracking addition to the back of vans and utes. The internal dimensions are the same as the double 1300 drawers, but have an extra 40mm of depth, making them 190mm deep. And finally, for the bigger wagons like Land Cruisers and Patrols, the double 1070 storage drawers have internal dimensions of 880mm long, 470mm wide, and 180mm of depth. They come 95% pre-assembled, and all you need to install them is a couple of basic hand tools and a couple of hours on a lazy Sunday arvo. You can also add optional wing kits, both model specific and DIY, so you can finish off the back of your four-wheel drive and have plenty of storage available for your next adventure. Take your setup to the next level with the incredibly tough and unbeatable value for money Titan storage drawers.
If you're after a next level 12-volt upgrade for your vehicle or your next camping trip, then check this out. The Adventure King's 120 amp hour lithium battery. This uses high capacity, brand new grade A lithium iron phosphate cells capable of thousands of cycles. It's paired with a high quality BMS able to output up to 160 amps of current. The future of 12-volt setups is here. Lithium batteries are super lightweight and still have heaps of power capacity. In fact, this battery weighs just over 15 kilos. That's about half as much as a similar capacity AGM. But that's not all. Lithium batteries have the ability to use their entire capacity from 100 to 0% and still have an incredibly long life. The reason Adventure King's lithium batteries are so good is because they use lithium iron phosphate chemistry. That means if you're using the entire 120 amp hours of capacity in this battery every day, it would still last almost 5.5 years. Some cheap lithium batteries use grade B or even second-hand cells to keep the cost down, but not here. Adventure King's lithium iron phosphate batteries use brand new grade A prismatic cells. When these batteries are assembled, each individual cell is matched with others and then grouped. Then those cells are balanced, which means that these batteries always function at their best and ensure you have full capacity. Another major feature of these Adventure King's 120 amp hour lithium batteries is the high quality internal battery management system. This BMS for short takes care of the individual cells. It balances them while you're charging your battery. It prevents overcharge, over-discharge, over-temperature, and short circuits. A high quality BMS is so important, and it's also incredibly important to match the BMS to the cells and the use of the battery. A good indicator of a high quality BMS is to look for high current discharge and charge ratings. This battery is capable of charging and discharging constantly at up to 100 amps, and it can do a peak discharge of 160 amps of current. A high discharge current and a high peak discharge current are very important if you want to run things like inverters that need a lot of power when they turn on to fill the capacitors. If you're looking at a battery that has a much lower charge and discharge rate, they could be cost cutting by using a cheaper BMS. Lithium iron phosphate is a safe technology, unlike some other lithium chemistries, and Adventure King's lithium batteries are doubly safe. Not only are they sealed and safe to use in your vehicle, they've also passed a short circuit test, overcharge test, over temperature test, and a vibration test, so they're ready to be put to use. Some lithium batteries are extremely sensitive to hot and cold temperatures, and they can be damaged or destroyed by trying to use them. Adventure Kings batteries though can be charged anywhere from 0 to 50 degrees Celsius and used or discharged anywhere from -20 right through to +60 degrees Celsius. They use threaded M8 terminals for high power output and easy connection. Measuring in at 330mm long by 162mm wide and 215mm tall, they fit perfectly in an Adventure Kings battery box for a lightweight and powerful portable power station. And with 120 amp hours on tap, you could run a camping fridge for 5 or even 6 days. Or you can permanently install them in your vehicle for a next level, super powerful setup that barely weighs anything. And for that reason, they're perfect for your four-wheel drive, motorhome, caravan, or camper trailer, where you need to be concerned about GVM and GCM limits. So if you want a safe, lightweight, super powerful, and super long-lasting lithium battery for your next level setup, you can't beat an Adventure Kings 120 amp hour lithium battery.
Introducing the incredible Adventure Kings Premium Camp Oven Stove. Your new best mate for delicious barbecue or campfire cooking and warm, cozy fires whether you're at home in your backyard or at your favorite campsite. Let me show you all the things that I absolutely love about it, and I'm sure you're gonna love too. This amazing bit of gear has been designed right here in Australia, and it combines a camping stove and a portable barbecue into one. It can run off multiple fuel sources: wood, heat beads, charcoal, briquettes, and more. When it's time to cook up a feast, you can fit 2 large pots or pans on this huge flat cooktop surface that measures in at 520mm long by 300mm wide. That's enough space to cook up a feast for the entire family. And because it runs on wood or heat beads, you can leave the gas bottle behind, one less thing to pack. And when you want a beautiful roaring campfire, use the included hook tool to simply lift the 2-piece lid off completely and just add in some more firewood. The raised and closed design means you won't risk scorching your grass, your deck, or even your driveway. And you'll be able to use it for a beautiful warm fire at campsites that don't allow open ground fires. Plus, your fire would last longer because you're closer to the heat. Now that's cozy. The enclosed design means it's super efficient, and you can make the most of your fuel by directing the heat exactly where you want it. You can even adjust the temperature of your fire by varying the airflow. With these sliding vents on the side, a 2-piece removable lid on top, and an adjustable flue, you're always in control. Remove the entire lid for an open fire, or just this circular inner piece if you need extra heat for cooking, like searing steaks to finish them off. And this up here, now that is a real game changer. A chimney that extends over 2.4 meters off the ground to direct smoke away from your campsite for smoke-free campfires. You can even position the premium camp oven stove under your awning, your gazebo, or your shed for maximum warmth. And the angular offset chimney piece allows smoke to funnel away rather than getting trapped underneath. There's even a spark arrestor on top for good measure. There are so many more things to absolutely love about the Kings Premium Camp Oven Stove. It's been designed to be super sturdy with these 4 large legs that extend the footprint a foot wider in both directions for excellent stability. The legs simply screw into the bottom like this, and you can remove the middle piece for a lower fire. This huge access door swings open with the included hook tool to allow you to easily refill the Premium Camp Oven Stove as required. Inside, you've got this fuel rack that keeps your wood or your charcoal up off the floor, maximising airflow and preventing wasted heat. It's a breeze to transport, set up and pack down too, with no tools required. Each of the 4 2-piece legs simply screw together and the chimney pieces pack into each other, with everything fitting into the main body of the Premium Camp Oven Stove for simple transport. Make sure you don't miss the incredible genuine cooking accessories available too, like a proper wood-fired meat smoker and a clever barbecue hot plate set to really take your camp cooking to the next level. And a stainless steel water boiler too. Whether I'm at home in my backyard or out camping with family, my mates, or even by myself, I absolutely love my Adventure Kings Premium Camp Oven Stove. It's a portable fire pit, it's a wood or charcoal barbecue, and it's the centerpiece of every backyard get-together or camping adventure, and I know you're gonna love yours too.
Introducing the insane new Adventure Kings 9-inch lethal LED driving lights. These things have an amazing combination of both spot and flood light. They have 21,840 lab-proven effective lumens per pair. That's over 2,000 more than the previous generation. Plus, they have huge light distance performance with one lux at over 1.3 kilometers. These are the LED driving lights that other lights wish they were. You asked and we listened. You said you wanted even more flood of light out of your LED driving lights to light up the sides of the road, the highway and the tracks. We went back to the drawing board to redesign the lethal LED driving lights to produce exactly that. At the same time, we upgraded the lights to the ridiculously tough Kings Laser Light die-cast aluminium housings and 3mm folded steel mounts. So not only are these some of the brightest LED driving lights we've ever sold, but they're also the toughest. How bright? Try a lab-proven 21,840 lumens per pair and one lux of 1,342 meters. That's real-world lumens too, not the theoretical lumens that some lights claim they produce. That's thanks to the genuine German-designed Osram LEDs for simply unparalleled light performance. We've also re-engineered the lethal lights with a new 5,185 Kelvin color temperature. That means they're just a little bit more on the softer, warmer side. Still a clear, crisp white light, but that little bit easier on the eyes when driving long distances. And of course, you get all the features and quality you'd expect from Adventure Kings driving lights, like polycarbonate lenses, the same stuff riot shields and fighter jet canopies are made of, and an IP68 water and dustproof rating, meaning these lights are waterproof to a depth of 1 meter for an hour. Plus, for the first time ever, they're rated to IP69K. That means they can withstand high pressure jets of hot water. That tough die-cast alloy housing features passive cooling fins and a waterproof breather for longevity, and they have the ability to run on both 12 and 24 volt, meaning they're suitable for everything from cars and four-wheel drives to trucks and machinery. Including the brackets, they measure 250mm high, 230mm wide, and 115mm deep. They have an attachment system that uses two 8mm bolts on either side to positively lock them in place and prevent them from falling out of alignment. And of course, they use the same plug as all previous Adventure Kings lights, which makes them an easy 10-minute upgrade. Just unplug your old lights, bolt the new ones on, plug them in, and you're ready to go. Add in a 2-year warranty and you've got a simply incredible set of lights that leave the competition looking a little underwhelming. The Adventure Kings 9-inch lethal LED driving lights are the best value LED driving lights on the market. We've re-engineered them to be incredibly tough and incredibly bright. They'll turn night into day, and they're on sale right now for a price you have to see to believe.
You asked and we've listened. The incredible MT1 Go Anywhere camper trailer has just received an ATM upgrade to 2 tons. All new Adventure Kings MT1 camper trailers will now come with the new upgraded 2-ton ATM. But don't worry if you already own an MT1, because a retrofit upgrade kit is available too. The MT1 is already an ultra tough trailer with a one-piece 150x50mm chassis that extends right from the drawbar all the way to the back of the trailer. Now it's even tougher with upgraded suspension, bearings, brakes and wheels to bring it up to a 2-ton ATM. The brakes are upgraded from 10-inch to 12-inch electric brakes. The alloy rims are now rated to 2-ton ATM. And an upgraded set of suspension arms also suit the upgraded ATM. And for existing owners, the retrofit upgrade is incredibly easy to do at home yourself. Everything just bolts onto the trailer with no modifications needed. That extra payload capacity means that you've got more ability than ever before to carry the gear that you need and still remain legal. For more information and full detailed specs on the MT1, see the 4-Wheel Drive Supacentre website. Now with a 2-ton ATM upgrade, the Adventure Kings MT1 Go Anywhere camper trailer can carry more gear than ever before.